Hi y'all, I'm Allison. Welcome to the Mighty BuJo. Today I actually have two weekly layouts for y'all, both with a Halloween theme, but I didn't go with your traditional pumpkins, ghosts, whatnot. This time I've got something a little bit different. So I decided to post two videos today because I'm still trying to play catch up with the calendar. I'm trying to get this done before October runs out and hopefully have November up for y'all in just a couple of days as well. Cross your fingers and we'll see how it goes. Now, of course, I started out this page with a goof, and instead of using my white gel pen to try to hide it, I thought I would just incorporate it somehow, and in my mind I saw maybe the beginnings of a spider web, and it quickly turned into one hot mess. I didn't know how I was going to get around this one. Here's my attempt at it. Finally, I had to get the white gel pen. I wish I had just kind of gotten rid of that line in the first place, but it is what it is. You make those goofs and you just move on. So anyway, I obviously decided to go with a snake this time. They kind of have the rep of being scary and creepy, so I thought that would tie in with Halloween quite well. And here is my attempt at one. I did look at some pictures of snakes and kind of paid attention to how they coil and everything. I think he turns out quite cool. I do like dramatic images, if you haven't noticed by now from my other videos, and he definitely stands out on the page once it's all done. Now I just used two different shades of green with the Tombows and then gave him a red tongue. And he is wrapped around my to-do box. Now, I really wish I had done something a little bit different with this box. I didn't get this quite right because of the way I wrapped the snake first. So he's not really laying on the box. It becomes quite obvious in the corner. This side, it works, but on the other side and on the top, see, it's not like, you know, I had pictured him originally draped over the box, and yeah, that's something I would need to play with. Looking back at this video though, I think would have been really cool, instead of doing your traditional box, I wish I had drawn like a fat tree branch from the top corner and had it taper out as it gets over to his face, and I think it would have lent for a more realistic draping of the snake. This corner right here, it's a little off, so anyway, it still works, but it was just something that occurred to me after the fact. Sometimes whenever you go into your pages and you look back at it later, you're like, oh, if I would have tried this, I bet it would have turned out completely different. And that's one of the, what ran in what I experienced with this one. A little tongue-tied this morning. Anyway, here is my attempt at trying to fix it. I knew it was off, but I didn't quite know what to do with it yet. And like I said, looking back, the tree branch I think would have been ideal. He still looks really cool though. I really like him. I think I'll name him Sid. And I can honestly say I never expected to have a snake drawing inside of my bullet journal. I'm one of the people who, is not quite comfortable around them, but I love it. I love how this turns out. Down here I have 3 little boxes for errands, calls, and holiday prep list. And this, I wanted to balance out the big, thick lines from the other side of the page. And of course my marker slipped. I think you'll find you have a more aesthetically pleasing spread if you balance from left to right. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same, but if you've got thick lines on one side, it'll typically look better if you also have it on the opposite. Down here is my little mini challenge, which is finish it for this month. I had wanted to spend 30 minutes a day either working on my Sims story, getting my challenge done, or my daughter's stocking, because those three things have just been sitting collecting dust for too long and keep wanting to do them, but yeah, I will get them done. Now we are moving on to my second week in the month of October, and this time I am doing witches, but I didn't feel comfortable trying to draw a witch, so what I did instead is little witchy items, which I think also kind of ties in with our snake from last week. So down here I started out with a broom. That was really easy to do. I just used 3 different shades of Tombow, and there'll be another shade here in a minute. And then I'm attempting to do a black cauldron. I didn't really sketch out the shape first, so it just kept getting wider and wider as I tried to correct the shape wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. And that is the cool thing, if you're just drawing an image directly with the marker and it's dark like this, you can just kind of keep adding to the edges until you go like, yeah, that looks right. So you're going to see me play with this for just a little bit longer. And finally I'm like, good enough. Yeah, this cauldron kind of, it stumped me for a while, obviously. It's still a little off, but you know what? Again, it works. So here I'm just trying to show that the broom is in front of the cauldron. And then finish it off with another dark brown and filled it with some green bubbling liquid, which I think it turned out quite cute. The side angle made it look a little narrower than it really is. And over here, just a quick, easy little hat. Now I will have 2 more Halloween spreads, weekly layouts, to be posted hopefully starting tomorrow, and then the last one on Halloween. But in the meantime, I'm also going to go and start my November pages. So if I manage to get that done and edited before the end of the month, I will publish those videos first. So you may have a mix of November and October coming at you. But either way, be sure and subscribe if you are enjoying my layouts and would like to see more. And yeah, I had no other and. My mind went blank. A little bit of a different lace washi for a little extra flair at the top because I felt it needed something, and I think it worked. But here was my first week in October. I do like the snake, even if the top is a little weird as far as the border. And then here is the next page, which is my little witchy items. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I definitely hope you have a very happy Halloween. And keep an eye out for tomorrow. I should have my next video for you. Y'all have a great one, and I'll be back. Bye now.